I would like to tell you an inspiring story about a very good friend of mine, a young man named Oscar. Oscar is a 69-year-old man that lives in Texas, close to the border of Mexico, and I met him for the first time in the zone in the summer. We spent 3 lovely days together, and we connected, we became friends, we learned together, we davened together, we talked about our families together, we played ball together, and we wound up laughing and crying together. 3 days was over, we had good friends, we left, and we kept up since then. One Saturday night, Oscar calls me up and is crying his head off. And to me, it sounded like, God forbid, someone already died in the family, or someone's very sick, or himself is very sick. And I said, Oscar, what's the matter? And Oscar said, don't worry. It's not tears of sadness. It's tears of happiness. And he said, you know, when I was inspired in the zone and inspired with my friend and our friendship and how nice your family is, and we spent time together on Sunday. I took him to my house for a while. So he said it was so beautiful to be Jewish and religious. So he kept on thinking and being upset about that he was more Jewish, but he was not Shomer Shabbos, because he had to drive to shul, to the only shul, which was 4.5 miles away from his house, and he felt he had to do it. And every week it started to bother him more and more, till this past week he could not do it anymore and decided that he's going to walk if he can make it. And if he can't make it, he'll just die a happy man. And thank God, he walked the walk. He made it to the shul. He came back. He was tired. He was sick. He was overly exhausted, but he was tremendously happy. He was ecstatic. He was filled with Shabbos, Shabbos. He made it. He is like his grandparents, and the world was perfect for him. And he wanted to share it with me, and it took him a long time to share it because he kept on crying because he couldn't get out his words, and I wound up crying with him. That is the inspiring story. And that is exactly my message on the Parsha. The Torah starts off this week's Parsha by Hashem telling Moshe that he should speak to the Kohanim and he should speak to them. Obviously, that is a double saying speaking, and it seems extra. So Rashi tells us, because it's 2 kinds of speaking. One speaking is to make sure that the Kohanim, the grown-up Kohanim, know what the rules are. The second speaking is for the Kohanim, the grown-up Kohanim, to give it over to their children so they'll know what the rules are. The word that the Torah uses is lahazer, and lahazer has 2 specific possible meanings. One is to do it in a strong disciplinary way as a warning, to make sure that you're on top of your children, they know the rules, and you're watching over them, and you're monitoring them, and you're being a policeman. And the other way of translating the word is to do it over in a shining, majestic, happy way. If we do it in the way of the policeman, so what we're going to wind up with is just having a bunch of little soldiers hopefully following it and being scared to do it the right way. But if we do it in the radiant way, if parents and teachers are going to be able to show over their children and students the excitement and the exuberance and the happiness of doing the mitzvah like Oscar, the great Oscar, does it, so then what will happen is we will get much more out of our students and out of our children, and certainly we will get more out of ourselves. This is not only for students, it is for all of us right now. Right now we know there's 2 ways to act as a Jew, And we all one day are going to be parents. We're all going to be one day teachers, and we all have friends. So if we learn from Oscar and we're able to do mitzvahs with tremendous excitement, tremendous happiness, tremendous exuberance, tremendous love, so then all of us, God willing, will be very, very happy, very, very good Jews, and ensure that our children and grandchildren and everybody we're connected will all be the same happy, exciting Jews.